me about Memphis that I don't already know.
There's nothing you can tell me about Memphis.
From the boardroom to the streets.
That I don't already know.
With Mike from Memphis, man. Together we can fix things. Really.
When you say I want to be treated fairly and I want a voice.
Yeah.
I want.
He saw things weren't fair, so he chose to run for mayor. You get up and do something when you really care. It's Memphis 360.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
In the meantime,
It's Memphis 360.
In the meantime, in between time, we got folks shooting people up out the frame. Anybody said a word. We've become accustomed to people dying in this city.
Yeah. It's Memphis 360.
Turning the TV on and the news and see our loved ones and see young people that are out of control. And now you see, okay. We talk about incarceration. We talk about the youth. We talk about giving them the ability. We talk about investing in young people and investing in the community. See, I hate ignorance. I hate when people make decisions about things and they make statements and they haven't done their research.
How can you fix the problem when you don't even know what the problem is?
We need some help in this city.
It's Memphis 360.
See, I hate ignorance.
It's Memphis 360. Man.
And good evening. We'd like to welcome you to another edition of Memphis 360, the television show that we say we like to go from the boardroom to the streets. I just got a real quick question for everybody. How are you doing out there? You know, this is the holiday season. They said this is the season to be merry, fa la 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 la, and all of that good stuff. And everybody's preparing to celebrate the birth of Christ. And some people get upset because you say, have a good holiday season. They want you to say Merry Christmas because it is the birth of Christ. You know, a lot of places, because of all of the things that are in place, they say Happy Holidays because you could be talking about Hanukkah. Some people are Jewish. They do Hanukkah. You got, you know, Hispanics, Feliz Navidad, you know. You got African Americans, a lot of them focus on Kwanzaa. So anyway, all of those good things. But how are you doing? So much pressure. We were talking a little bit in the studio about all of the activities that are going on. And first of all, I want to say congratulations to Desmond Bain of the Memphis Grizzlies. He had an outstanding game last night. Look, I support the Grizzlies. I'm a Grizzly fan. I got Grizzly jersey. I'm a Titans fan. I got a Titans jersey. I'm a hometown boy. I ain't with that Dallas Cowboy, Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. No, I got my own teams right here in the state of Tennessee. I'm also a University of Memphis fan. Congratulations to them. They won last night as well. But Desmond Bain had a 49-point game on last night, which was outstanding. Those are the good things that are happening here in the city of Memphis. And I want to kind of hit on that before I started talking about some of the bad things that are happening. And unfortunately, we have a lot of bad that's happening here in the city of Memphis. What's up, Candace? What's going on, Candace Marie? We got a lot that's bad going on here in the city, and it's so unfortunate. I was just talking to the Facebook audience before we came on to the platform. Angel, my engineer, she was on her way to the studio, and she was delayed tonight because there was a high-speed chase going on. And Angel got caught up in the high-speed chase. We're just thankful that Angel was not hurt, or at that time, nobody was hurt during the high-speed chase. I think she said they ended up chasing them on to 385 or something to that effect off of Winchester. There was also an incident. We have two guests in the studio tonight. We have Touched by an Angel. Used to be Touched by an Angel Man. I remember that, Touched by an Angel Man, with Pastor Hunter, who's doing great things out here in the community, and he has a giveaway, toy giveaway coming up. I worked with him last year. It was outstanding. And we also have Memphis Shelby Pyle in the house tonight. They are a great organization that are working with kids kind of out there in the Fraser area and all over the city that are doing things to try to keep them out of trouble and to keep them gainfully occupied. But I do want to talk a little bit about the crime. And people say, well, Michael, why do you always talk about the crime? Look, I'm the police. I used to be the police. I'm the retired police. So I keep an eye on the crime in the city. And that's something that's near and dear to everybody's heart. I just told you Angel was caught up in a high-speed chase. I'm not going to go into what Pastor Hunter experienced because I'm going to get him to tell you himself when he gets up here. But, you know, we've had over 1,500 individuals shot. Do you hear me? 1,500 individuals that have been shot here in the city of Memphis this year. That is crazy. On top of the 1,500 individuals that have been shot here in the city of Memphis, we have also had 150 plus children that have been shot here in the city of Memphis. You know, they were doing a story today talking to the doctor who's in charge of the ER over at Regional 1, and he was saying that a lot of the nurses are being traumatized because they're being exposed to so much trauma. You know, it reminds me of being in a combat zone. I put a post up this morning asking, do you feel like you are in a combat zone? Because everybody is experiencing trauma, and it does not matter where you are. You can be in your car, just as Angel, and the next thing you know, there's a high-speed chase going on. You can be walking into a store, and there are individuals in there with guns and all kinds of things. I was telling the story, I was leaving 201 Poplar on last week, and some guy got upset because he was trying to get over. I was trying to make a left onto East Parkway. He was coming up in a Hellcat Charger. He was going so fast, I tried to slow down. I'm trying to be courteous, tried to slow down to let the young man over. The young man got upset, had to cross over East Parkway. He spun the car around, and as I turned on East Parkway, he got behind me. Now he mad. You mad because you driving too fast, and as a courtesy, I'm trying to let you over, but you can't take advantage of my kindness because you wilding out. But you mad at me. Oh, okay. So he's behind me, juking the car and all kinds of stuff, this, that, and the other, and I'm just still driving. So then he pulls up beside me on the driver's side, and I'm just kind of looking. I didn't roll my windows down. I didn't speed up. I didn't slow down. I just drove normal. So now it's like 5 young men in the car, and they throwing birds up at me and calling me all kinds of names and all kinds of stuff. And I'm sitting here going, what did I do? I was just trying to be nice to you. But our young people are so upset. They're so angry. They're so disillusioned that they're just doing all kinds of things. And I'm so sick of people making excuses for these young people. I am. I'm sick of us trying to figure out, you know, why are we locking up all these black boys? Because all these black boys are doing a whole lot of damage to black people. Who are the victims of a lot of these crimes? Other black people. What communities are they doing it in? Mostly black communities. Except for when it comes to these businesses. Jesus, they done tried to get into City Gear again up there on Lamar. This is the second time in 2 weeks that they've tried to get into City Gear, or that they have gotten into City Gear. And then you had them trying to use a sledgehammer to get into the GameStop. What y'all don't understand is if we don't hurry up and do something to put an end to this crime, all of these businesses that we have in our communities, they're going to leave because they're losing too much. You know, we wonder why we don't have stores in our communities because, you know, we consider a lot of our communities to be food deserts. We wonder why we can't keep, decent restaurants and decent things in our community. At some point, we have to stand up and say enough is enough. Because, see, we got too many black folk that want to say, woe is me. Michael, why they always messing with black people? Michael, why they always want to, man, look, I'm sick of this. Because if we don't, because everybody always asking me, Michael, Michael, you always talking about it. What are we going to do? And I always say, you really don't want to ask me that question because you don't really want to hear the answer. You want me to tell you something that you want to hear. But see, we raised our kids. We try to give them the best. We try to prepare them in life to do the things that they need to do. Now, if you choose to go out here and break into cars, did you see where Shelby County arrested the 15-year-old, and when they followed him or they got him and then they got a search warrant, went to his house, and he had at least 30, 40 guns. 15 years old. Then they've also found a stolen car at his house. Hold on. Then you had a 15-year-old that was shot and killed because he out there trading guns. Hold on. Then you got 15-year-olds that are out here. I don't know if you heard about the guy with the tattoo parlor over there in Cooper Young. Hear noise, go down and check it out, get the fighting with the guy, confronted the guy who's breaking into his car. Another guy get out of another car, and they shoot him. Then last night, or yesterday, they had a restaurant owner over in Midtown go out there and confront some individuals that are breaking into cars, and they shoot at him. He gets shot. And if you remember, not too long ago, the young African-American who trying to do the right thing, black guy, who trying to do the right thing up there on Elvis Presley, opened up the table. So they out there breaking into cars. He go out there and confronts them. They leave, but they come back and they shoot him and another individual. I mean, we got killings all over the place. They just found somebody in a park dead. And then they're showing these videos. What's up, Larry Hunter, down there in Florida? Man, you got out of here at the right time, brother. Oh, that's Larry Hunter. That's Pastor Hunter. I'm sorry. I thought that was Larry Hill. I apologize. But then you got, they're showing all of these videos on Facebook and on the news and different places where, you know, we got cameras everywhere where they're capturing how they are actually shooting the people when they come out to confront individuals for breaking into their cars. They're shooting them. So now you have the police and everybody saying, don't confront them. Let them just break into the car. We got the DA that's having problems and being confronted now by one of the senators. I think it's Brent Taylor. Because he's saying that Mr. Mulroy is not prosecuting these individuals. They're saying there have not been enough trials held. Too many people are being released back into society to recommit the crimes. They're saying that some of the judges are allowing these people out of jail. I don't necessarily believe that the judges are allowing them out of jail. I believe that the judges are doing what's mandated to be done. But I do think there need to be stiffer penalties. Yeah, we need some of this 3-strike stuff. You know, we need to hold these people accountable. I don't care. I think they had a 12 and 13-year-old little girls that carjacked a man. 12 and 13. They're out here carrying guns, people. They're out here committing crimes. There are no consequences for their actions. That's what the problem is. And then you got the parents that'll say, do you think that 15-year-old boy, they went to his house and found all these guns, like 40 guns, Do you think his mom or his dad, I don't know what his parent situation is, do you think his mom or his dad did not know that he had those guns in the car? Do you think his mom or his dad did not know that there was a stolen car in the driveway or the backyard or behind the house or wherever it was? Ain't nobody gonna live in my house and have 40 guns and I don't know about it because I go through your room. Ain't nobody gonna have a stolen car in my house because I wanna know where this car come from. And not only that, you're 15. So you don't really have a whole lot of leeway to be going out there doing all that kind of stuff. No way. And not living in my house. So I'm saying, do you think the parents knew? Do you think mama know this guy got 40 guns in the house? Something has to be done about this crime. And I continuously say, you're not going to like it. But if we don't do anything, we want to stop the chase policies. And I will tell you, police department, y'all having a lot of wrecks out here. So you're pissing a lot of people off and you're frightening a lot of people because y'all can't drive. Y'all running into each other. Y'all so crazy. You better do some more defensive driving out there at the academy, you know. So I understand why they don't want you to chase because you're running into everybody's running into everybody. Time you look around, you see police cars all tore up because they done ran into each other. They done ran into each other, like the Keystone Cops. But even saying that, the police need to be able to get at that butt. And it ain't gonna always be nice, and it ain't gonna always be, oh, excuse me, thank you, could you please come along? No, sometimes you gotta snatch that booty up. Sometimes you gotta cuss them out. Sometimes you gotta get at them. Sometimes you gotta show some tough love. Because that's a lot of them problem. They ain't going. These young people, they ain't going. What's up, Ty? They ain't going. So you got to let the police get at them, but you got to hold the police accountable as well. See, it's a two-way street. This is what I don't understand. A lot of people think it's got to be one way or the other. That ain't it. We got to come together to say, you ain't going to abuse the people out here, but guess what, people? You ain't finna break the law. Because if you break the law, we're going to let the police get at you. But police, we ain't talking about no Tyrese Nichols kind of ignorance around here. Once you got them in custody, leave them alone. But I have no problem with you going out there tightening them up a little bit for some of them ones that's running around here killing everybody. You know, I don't mind you kicking a door in every now and then somewhere. I don't mind. See, that's how come I say you don't want to listen to me. But see, but that's what it's going to take. So y'all can keep living in this fantasy world if you want to. Oh no, y'all just want to hurt black people. Well, first of all, the city of Memphis is predominantly black, number one. Number two, most of the people committing the crimes are predominantly black. Most of the victims of the crimes are predominantly black. So stop using that card. I ain't going. Some people ain't gonna like what I gotta say, and I really don't even care. They didn't like Jesus. They crucified Jesus, stoned Stephen, and beheaded John the Baptist. Hello, somebody. But somebody got to say it. Hey, we got a good show. I just had to get that off my chest real quick, but I got some people in here who want to tell you about what they got going on because they're doing good things in the community. And that's some of the good things that I'll definitely want you guys to know about. This guy, Pastor Hunter, man, he's been doing so much all over the community. I'm so glad the county commission finally gave him a small grant. They should have gave him more, but they gave him a small grant. And for those that did, thank you so much. But I'm going to get him up here to talk about what he got going on because he's finna do another big toy giveaway. And I was out there with him on last year, right there at the corner of Airways and Ketchum. In the hood, baby. And he gave away all these bicycles, all his food to these people that truly, truly needed it. And he's still at it. I saw he just did something not too long ago, giving away a lot of stuff. And we got Powell in the house. That's the Memphis Shelby Powell. I believe that used to stand for Police Athletic League. If I'm not mistaken, charge to my head, charge not my heart if I'm wrong. We're going to get them up here to talk about what they got going on to be able to raise funds, to be able to do more things in the community. So we're going to take a real quick commercial break. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Can you actually imagine hosting your next event at the all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center? Yes, spacious, beautiful venue with plenty of parking, located in the heart of East Memphis. Let us host your next intimate birthday gathering, family repast, bachelorette party, wedding and reception, baby shower, corporate meeting, social club event. Call us today. Don't wait. 901-244-6874. The all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center. Tune in to Talking Law with Attorney Daryl O'Neill and the special guest host, Attorney Jerome Payne. Live TV talk on your digital device, on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Download the SVP TV app right now. Check us out every Tuesday on Comcast Cable, Channel 17, 8:30 p.m. And we are live every Friday on Facebook Live, 6 o'clock in the evening. You've got a question, our attorneys have the answer. So let's talk law with Attorney Daryl O'Neill on the SVP TV network.
You're talking about a good time scene. When we all alone. Come on now. Stop.
Center Stage Gospel Music live from Memphis, Tennessee, featuring gospel artists from around the world. Toe tapping, hand clapping, down home gospel music. Watch on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, and your local Comcast. Download the SVP TV app now on your smart television and mobile device. Center Stage Gospel season premieres Sunday, 8 p.m. Central.
And welcome back to Memphis 360, the television show. We say we like to go from the boardroom to the streets. And I just went on a tirade, as usual, about all of the stuff that's going on here in the city of Memphis. And, you know, I see a lot of times, a lot of people say, it's not dangerous in the city of Memphis. They're only doing it to people that they know. Wrong. You just got to know where to go. Wrong. Because if you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, you can be going to the Grizzlies game, you can be going to some activity, and you can become a victim. So I ain't trying to hear that when y'all say that. There are a lot of the homicides that are occurring are individuals that know individuals. So I will agree with you on that. And the ones, there are some that are happening that they don't really intend for them to happen. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of times when these guys are breaking into these cars, you better be careful, because you may think you're dealing with the individual that's in the car, but it's normally other individuals that are around somewhere. And that's what happened to the gentleman that was over there in Cooper Young. He thought that he was confronting the guy and he was fighting the guy, and somebody got out of another car and actually shot him. So, and then they're showing videos where these guys are standing guard as they're breaking into cars. Almost like military tactics. All right, Pastor Hunter, what's going on?
All right, man.
Good. Oh,
Good
man.
to be here.
You got good
here.
stuff going on in the community. First of all, tell them who you are and a little bit about your organization.
I'm Larry Hunter, director of To Be Touched by an Angel, an organization that's been around for about 20 years.
Okay.
We're in some of the roughest neighborhoods trying to make a difference, and we just continue to try to take a bite out of the crime.
Oh, wow. Okay. So tell them about the activity that you got going on. What you got coming up? You got something coming up. I put a flyer on my page for Pastor Hunter's and Touched by an Angel. They have an event coming up. Tell them a little bit about your event.
On the 16th of December, we're planning on giving out 100 bikes,
Wow.
along with 2 toys. And also on the 23rd, I'm going to make a private visit to some families that don't know I'm coming. I'm going to dress as Santa Claus and have a bike and some toys for them as well. I got a young lady at Dodge gas station. I was listening to her story through someone else, so I'm going to surprise her on the 23rd of December.
You might not be surprised now.
It's quite a few young ladies there, so they don't know which one it is.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring her a bike and some gifts for the kids and a food basket. But the 16th is going to be the biggest day.
And where's that going to be at?
It's going to be at 859 Walnut Street, and we're going to start from 2 o'clock. No, from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock.
Where is Walnut Street, Pastor Hunter?
Walnut Street is off of, that'll be Crump. If you're coming down Crump,
Lord, you going into
hang a right on
381
Walnut
or
Street.
whatever. You going into 381 or whatever, which I think over that way was named the most violent neighborhood in the nation per
Wow.
capita. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you talking about over there by, what's that community center over there? Over there on 3rd Street. God, I can't remember the name of the community center, but that's over there by Mason Temple and all of that.
Walnut and Vance.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
where we're going to be at, right over there.
Okay.
Trying to make a difference.
Oh, wow.
So I'm excited about that day.
Okay, so you going into the hood.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, and I'm going to tell you, like I said, I worked with Pastor Hunter at one of his giveaways, which was out there at Airways in Ketchum, and it was funny because a couple of police officers came through, and I patrolled in that area when I was patrolling, and somebody came up and asked me, "Aren't you afraid to be out here?" You know, and it's kind of like, no, not really. Whatever gonna happen, and whatever God has for me, God has for me.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And believe it or not, most of the people that came up out there were really, really nice to me because when I patrolled out there, I definitely tried to treat people with respect.
Yes.
You know, I get that booty. I'm one of them get that booty people. I get in that booty, but I also show you respect.
Yes.
You know, it takes respect to get respect.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna do all this stuff over there off of Walnut.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And also, we need more sponsors.
Okay. What you trying to get? What are you
We're trying to get 100 bikes. Right now, I have about 20 bikes right now.
Okay.
And we're looking to get about 80 more bikes. We have some toys right now.
Lord Jesus.
Things are coming together slowly, but it's coming together. And I'm asking for the community, if you'd like to donate a bike, buy a bike or two, hey, we definitely can use it.
Look, Pastor Hunter trying to get 100 bikes, all these bikes, man. Believe it or not, I got a phone call last night. It wasn't from Pastor Hunter, because I had already asked him to be on the show, but it was from somebody else who was asking me for bikes. You know what I mean? Mike, I know you can donate a bike, you know. And I'm definitely trying to help as many organizations that I can, especially these grassroots organizations, because they're not getting a lot of the money that a lot of these bigger foundations are getting, and a lot of support that they're going to get, they're only going to get it from within the community,
Yeah.
from private donors, you know, and different things like that. But Jesus, I'm like, man, I done bought 3 bikes already. I guess I got to find another bike. Then I got Pal asking me for money because they're going to come up here in a minute. I got the drug court asking me for money. I got everybody asking me for money. I'm like, don't they know this is Christmas time? I got a 12-year-old, and she gave me a list, man, like you would not believe. But
Wow.
but I'm gonna try to help as many people as I can. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, because to whom much is given, much is required. And I don't have a whole lot, like some people may think. But you know, they say when you dress for success, you know, God, what they say, if you have stewardship over the little things that God give you, He'll bless you with bigger things. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping that He blessed me, because I'm gonna keep on giving. So you just did something, Pastor Hunter. I was on your page, and you were dressed up like Santa Claus, and you were, what was you doing?
Last Saturday, we was out by the mall of Memphis, where they tore it down right across the street at the park. I did an event where I gave out all type of food.
That's out there off American Way?
Yes.
Okay.
I gave out some hoodies. I gave away a couple of bikes, a couple other toys to some of the people that really needed, like
Okay.
the handicapped. There was a young man in a wheelchair. We did something special for him.
I saw that.
There was 2 deaf ladies there.
Oh,
2
wow.
deaf ladies.
Okay.
They couldn't hear. So I had some special gifts for them. And many times people don't realize it.
Okay.
Most of the money comes from me.
Oh, wow.
If people don't have the money to give or don't want to give that month, I just take a step out on faith and do this thing myself.
Ooh.
And we made a big impact that day. I had over 200 people. I wasn't expecting that much, but I had over 200 people.
God.
And now we're looking to do something very awesome on next Saturday, we looking to give away 100 bikes.
Hold on. So last Saturday you had 200 people,
Yes,
and you doing most of this out of your pocket or with
Yes.
private donations.
Yes.
And then you finna do something on Walnut.
Yes.
And you expecting to give away 100 bikes.
100 bikes. along
And
with
then
three
on the
toys.
23rd, you're gonna be going into people's homes and doing something.
Yes, I'm going to surprise.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a surprise that day.
Oh,
I'm going to
wow.
go up on some people's jobs, and I'm going to go surprise some people. I'm going to have them to meet me here. They're not going to know why I'm there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go as Santa Claus, put a pillow in my belly and dress as Santa Claus and have some fun. You talking about having fun. I really enjoy that, seeing people smile,
Okay.
you know, because holidays, it can be the worst days for some people.
Do you know during the holidays, there are more suicides during the
Yes.
holidays because people feel lonely and people feel that
Absolutely,
they're not.
absolutely. We got so many people smiling on the outside but crying on the inside.
Yeah.
Some people are going through things you never would know.
One of them.
And if I can make them smile,
one of 'em.
that's what means a lot to me. If I can make them smile. So that's why I'm here to ask the public, hey, step up to the plate, help out Touched by an Angel.
So Pastor Hunter, if they want to help you and they want to donate, how do they do that?
Well, I have a website. They can go to touchedbyanangelman.com. The website will lead them to my GoFundMe. Swipe their card. It's done. It's finished.
Okay. Touched by an Angel Man. So you can go to his website, Touched by an Angel Man. I was able to look it up, and I'm a little slow, so I know y'all can do it too. Hey, look, Pastor Hunter is trying to bless these kids, and I'm telling you, if you go onto his Facebook page or if you go onto his page, you'll see that he is out there in the community. He is doing things. I knew about the young man in the wheelchair and all of that because I definitely went out there and looked at it. But I didn't have to do that because I have worked with him several times, have actually got out there, helped him to serve food. Man, it'd be lines of people that are coming up to get food. And when we did the thing, because I think I was out there with you last Thanksgiving, and then I came back and I was out there with you.
Was it Father's
for
Day or Mother's Day or something?
No, it was Christmas.
That was Christmas.
Because
Yeah.
we gave away all those bikes.
And the
we
weather
had
was
all
beautiful
And we
that
had
day.
all of those toys, and it wasn't cold. It was kind of warm.
Yes.
Actually. And I think we barbecued and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask you, and I know, man, it's hard times now. But there are some of us that are just a little bit more blessed than others. And if you have it within your heart and you have the ability, please try to help Pastor Hunter out so he can give these unfortunate kids bikes. Now, I'm hoping that, you can bless as many kids as you would like to bless. You were just at the city council, the county commission, and the county commission did something for you. You want to tell the people what the county commission
Absolutely.
did?
The county commission has given us $15,000. We should have a little over 10 because we have to pay the person that wrote the grant as
Oh.
well.
See, that sucks, but go ahead. God.
So they're going to leave us with a little bit over 10, but we're just looking for the city of Memphis to show up and show out and support us again this year.
Okay.
And this is something that we just don't do on a holiday.
Right.
I mean, this is my life. I'm out here twice a week in some of the roughest neighborhoods trying to make a difference. So,
Man.
and I love it. I love
Man.
it.
Hey, city council, y'all need to kick in, and y'all need to start helping Pastor Hunter when he out here in the streets doing this stuff. People keep saying, Michael, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We got to do something for these young people. We got to give these young people hope. We got to, and I know it ain't with toys and all of that, but as Pastor Hunter has said, a lot of times it's not a holiday, but he's out here every week, every couple of weeks, feeding people and doing things. And sometimes it's just about food, about having enough food in the house. We take it for granted, some of us. The fact that we can go to the refrigerator and there's food. We take it for granted that we have a warm place to stay. We take it for granted that, everything is okay and we're going to get home and we got a nice mirror to put our makeup on and jump in a nice hot warm shower in the morning and different things like that. And there's food on the table. But there are a lot of people out here that are suffering. And I know, some people are going to say, well, that ain't my problem. That ain't my fault. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Their parents didn't make the right decisions. They ain't do what they're supposed to do. I can't argue with you, and I'm not finna try. But that has nothing to do with that child. That child can't take care of themselves. And we got to make sure that, we try to do as much as we can. You know, I don't want, you know, I feed a lot of homeless people too, Pastor, not like you. But a lot of times when I go into these McDonald's and different places, or I see them outside the Exxon or something like that, you know, I tell them I ain't give you no money, but I'll feed you. And a lot of my friends sometimes say, Mike, why you do that? I said, because I don't want God to ever say, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because I don't know who's an angel in disguise.
That's right.
You understand? So if I got $3 in my pocket, I give them the $3, you know. And that may be all I have in my pocket, but I don't ever want God to say, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. Okay, so you can go to touchedbyanangelman.com and you can help Pastor Hunter out. He's trying to get 100 bicycles. He has about 20. We still got a couple of days before Christmas. And even if you just want to buy a bicycle, and you don't have to give him money, buy a bicycle and give it to Pastor Hunter, that's fine too. Because the individual that called me, they just wanted me to buy a bike. No, they wanted me to buy a couple of bikes, actually. God. They wanted me to buy a couple of bikes. They said, Mike, I ain't gonna ask you for no money. I just want you to go get a couple of bikes and donate a couple of bikes. So I'm gonna see what I can do, man. Or I'm gonna try to get one of my little organizations, either my Masonic Lodge or I'm not an Alpha or an Omega or G5G. I ain't none of that. But I'm gonna try to do what I can to help support, because there is a need in this city. And I want to commend the citizens of Memphis, because you are known as one of the most giving cities, believe it or not, around the world. You are known as one of the most giving cities, and that's a fact, okay? What else you want to tell these people? Because I got to get Powell up here so we can talk about what they got going on real quick.
I just want to thank you in advance. Listen, you may not be able to buy a bike, but you can send a $5 donation.
Oh, wow. Can I cash app it?
$5. You can cash app it.
What?
Matter of fact, we have cash app.
I got $5 on my cash
Money
app.
sign TBT 1961. Money sign TBT 1961. And it's good you said that, because most people have cash app. Send us a cash app.
I might send you a cash app.
You don't know whose life you might change. And as you said before, people may say, well, it ain't my kid. Why should I worry about it? My kids are at home. Listen, if we don't take care of this now, that problem is going to become all of our problems, because sooner or later, they're going to be knocking on your door. Where they don't knock no more to break in. They're just going to break in.
Oh, Lord.
So we can change one life. That one life can go back and reach somebody else that we can't reach. So I need your help. Touched by an Angel want to go out there and touch somebody's heart. And I need your help.
Okay. Text me the cash app, text me the website, and I will post those up eventually. Maybe we'll get Angel to put it on the broadcast. Okay?
Thank you. It'll be done in 30 seconds.
Okay. Hey, don't touch that dial, because I got Powell in the house, baby. I got Craig Lewis and Powell and all that good stuff from out there in the Fraser community. Right next to Ed Rice Community Center. So we're going to talk a little bit about Powell and what they got going on. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hey folks, it's Issa Haddad here. I got some good news and a special invitation for you to come see me here at Sunrise Collierville. Come on down, check out my inventory with new, pre-owned, and certified vehicles to choose from. I can get you financed when no one else can. Come on by, bring your family. I treat you like family. Come see me, Issa, here at the #1 dealership in the Mid-South, 4605 Houston Levy Road, Sunrise Collierville. Come on down, check out my inventory with hundreds of vehicles to choose from, pre-owned, new, and certified.
Good news from Sunrise Chevrolet. Get in your new vehicle today. Come on in, ask for Issa. Bankrupt, slow pay, bad credit, it's okay. Let Issa put you in your brand new truck or car today when you shop at Sunrise Chevrolet Collierville.
And don't forget, ask for me, Issa.
For over 20 years, OPOX has been keeping the Mid-South
warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
OPOX is family owned and operated, so our family will take care of yours every step of the way. And right now, you can double up and save. Buy a new AC unit and get 50% off a new furnace to match it. Count on OPOX for fast and professional heating and cooling services. Count on OPOX.
Do you feel feminine during your feminine flow? You know, your monthly cycle, your period? Are you still suffering in silence? The suffering is over. It's time to choose Rain. Rain is an all-natural, premium sanitary napkin with 8 layers of cotton, high-grade polymers, graphene to help cut bacteria by 99.9%. Ladies, let's protect the most precious jewel in the world, you.
Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins do not make any medically backed claims or personal recommendations of any kind. For more information, contact Marilyn McGee.
And welcome back to Memphis 360, the television show. We said we like to go from the boardroom to the streets. And I got Powell, Memphis Shelby Powell in the house. Craig down there in Florida. Craig is the CEO of Powell, Memphis Shelby Powell, but he's down there at some conference. He's also the national vice chair or something. You know, we got people in Memphis that are doing all these great and wonderful things all over the country. Craig used to be on the Memphis Police Department, used to have the Bears or something like that. Was it the Bears? The Memphis Bears out there in Frazier for a long time. And man, I'm gonna tell you something, they are doing a lot of stuff with a lot of young boys, providing them the ability to play football and sports and different things like that. And I was surprised because they had this event over at Christian Brothers High School. And I popped in, and then they had all these cheerleaders. So they dealing with all the little girls too, just trying to give them something to do and keep them actively engaged and all that good stuff. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, Pal lady. So introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about Pal.
So my name is Natalie Gore, and I am the executive assistant of Pal. And we are an independent nonprofit organization that we partner with law enforcement agencies to engage kids ages to 5 to 18 in positive programming in such areas as education, mentoring, intervention, discovery, and sports.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so we're just giving the kids a chance. We are trying to bridge that gap between,
slow down,
I
Natalie.
know, right? Trying to bridge that gap between law enforcement and our communities,
Okay.
right? So with Craig having that law enforcement background, and you know, so we provide opportunities for both Sheriff's Department and NPD, other law enforcement agencies to come out and engage our kids. Our biggest caveat is sports, but we also have education where we do after school, we do
Really?
summer camp, we
Okay.
have mentoring,
Okay.
different events that we do.
Oh, wow. See, I focused on the sports part, but they have after-school programs, mentoring, learning, development.
We have a whole school, pretty much, kind of, sort of, in the back of Trez in the very back hall. We have 8 classrooms, a computer lab, a gaming room, offices. We've had that since 2018.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, look at that. And Craig's on the national, what is Craig?
So he is the second vice chair of the National Police Activities League. They have over 200 chapters, and they affect about right at 1.2 million kids nationally.
Okay, look at that. Go on, Craig, with your bad self. Go on, pal. And I had the opportunity to go out to an event with Pal as well, like I said, over at Christian Brothers. And man, they had the whole, well, first of all, I was shocked that they were at Christian Brothers, but that was a good thing. And they did an award ceremony for the kids. I think it was at the end of the season or something like that. And they had all of these teams in there, and they had all of these parents in there, and they had all of these young boys in there, and all of these young girls in there. And it was just good to see, you know, involvement to that degree.
Exactly.
And then you had a lot of people, you know, I was surprised, you had a lot of people from the community that's kind of out there a little bit. But, and I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Right.
What I'm saying is a good way. People who probably had been out there a little bit, but now they've changed and they're in the process of mentoring these kids and
Exactly.
trying to get these kids to go in a positive direction. And man, it was a wonderful event, and it was well organized and so good to see that you guys were doing all of that. Okay, so now you have something coming up. Come on in here and big now. Look, we begging tonight. Come on in here and beg now. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, it's just me, Mike Williams. You know, I'm putting my spin on it. I don't care, Craig. I'm putting my spin on it. This is my show. But come on.
Yeah, so of course, each year we have our signature fundraiser.
Okay.
Right, because, you know, we're out here and we're doing it, but like we said, sometimes it takes funds, right? So we came up with this signature fundraiser, and of course, not only are we asking you to give to us, but we're giving back,
Okay.
right? So it's
What
gonna
I
be-
get for my money?
So what you get for your money, you get some good food.
Okay.
You get nice food. We have a black carpet type, so we do interviews and we introduce you.
Black
and make
carpet?
You, black carpet.
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
You know, we make you feel real special when you come in. Cocktail hour for the first hour. Then we have entertainment throughout the night. Stan Bell is going to host and DJ throughout the night.
Stan
Bell.
Okay.
We have Gerald Richardson.
Okay.
We have Miss Carmen Hicks, and then we have Miss Jonte. So fun, dance, come through. But we also use this to award our students and scholars of the year. So each scholar from 6 Rocks, we have 6 Rocks each scholar. We have an education
you have
mentor.
6 what?
We have 6 Rocks. So our program is broken into 6 Rocks.
Rocks.
Rocks,
Okay.
right. Education, mentoring,
Okay.
intervention, discovery, nutrition, and sports.
Oh.
And we have a scholar in each one of those that we award at the end of the year.
Okay.
They get an award, they get to come up, say their thank yous, dress nice, and different things. Also, our volunteers of the ward and volunteers of the year and our board members.
So
of
they're
the
going to be
year.
at this event?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So it's just a culmination of our year together, and then it's also just a way for you to kind of help us. Tickets are on sale now. They are $100. And you can get those at our website, www.mspalsneakerball.org.
Jesus. NSPAL MSPAL sneakerball.com. .org.
.org.
Okay, not .com.
Not
.org.
.com.
.organization. Not.
Not only that, now we also have a silent auction. For those of you who like to acquire certain items or different things.
What
We'll
y'all
also
auctioning
have
on?
Also, we actually got with a national company that's helping us get such items as signed boxing gloves from Muhammad Ali, signed
Wait a
posters. Yes, yes,
Muhammad Ali
really
ain't here
nice.
no more.
But it's nice memorabilia. So
Okay.
we have items like that. We also have some from a lot of our local community. We have, I think, Fat Charlie Smoke Easy. He's doing like a cigar. We have different beauty salons and different gift certificates. So we have an array of items for you guys to bid on as well while you're enjoying the night of entertainment and great dinner.
Okay. So this is the sneaker ball that they're having, and it is a fundraiser for Powell, because I think y'all are trying to build something too, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We are in the. We're actually in progress. Well, we've acquired Charles Greenhill Stadium. Yes, Charles Greenhill
How y'all
Stadium.
get Go ahead.
Oh, it was a fight. That's a whole nother. You gotta have a whole show for that
Y'all
one.
got Charles Greenhill Stadium,
So
which
we've
is right
acquired-
by the academy.
Yes,
but go
it
ahead.
is. Yes, it is. Me and Craig both are alumni of Tristan High School, and I cheered and he played football. So we're, we know the history of Charles Greenhill Stadium,
Yeah.
and for a long time it went unused.
Yes,
It went under the
yes,
flood,
yes.
and they wasn't using it. So I actually acquired it. We've actually played some of our football games there already. We've done a little bit of renovation, but we are now in the process of doing a total of a $8.1 million renovation.
Excuse me?
$8.1 million. We're on the first phase. The first phase is right at 1.4, and that's going to put in a synthetic turf on the field. That's going to redo the parking lot, the fencing around it. And then after that, we'll do the track in our second phase, and then we'll rebuild the buildings in the third phase.
Hey, Powell is big time. They talking about $8.33 million or something. But hey, it's for a good cause. And you know me, I'm one of the ones that say we need to invest in our kids.
Yeah.
If we are to secure our future, and if we're to ensure that, we're going to be moving forward, we have to provide something for these kids to do. But I didn't know y'all was doing it like that.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
$8 million. I remember I went to one of y'all meetings, and I remember the 1.4 million.
Yeah, that was just the first
That
phase.
was the first phase.
Yeah.
Okay. then.
Our total phases is going to be close to 8.
Okay, so they're raising money to actually renovate Charles Greenhill Stadium. I remember Charles Greenhill when he was killed or when he died and all of that good stuff.
And even that we'll be making sure, because we've been in touch with his family.
Okay.
We're going to make sure there's still pieces there of that so the people know, because I didn't know he was from the neighborhood.
Yes.
He was from Fraser.
Yeah.
He was a black football coach, who died.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know that. So again, we're going to preserve that history to let our kids who look like us know that somebody, looks like you is just as important as you coming from your neighborhood, because sometimes kids get stuck in where they're raised. Nothing good can come out of anything. But we definitely want to show them something different. Just like you said, when we would do those events, Craig always had the partnerships with Christian Brothers, MUS,
Right.
and those kids would be so amazed. Well, what if they had that right there in their backyard? They
Right.
don't need to feel like, I got to go over here.
Oh,
This experience.
so when y'all take them from Fraser or South Memphis or wherever, and y'all take them out to Christian Brothers, and it's kind of like, wow.
Right.
It's kind of like, wow. Or they go to MUS, it's
Exactly.
like, Jesus Christ. This how they rolling?
Exactly.
This how they roll out
Exactly.
here?
Exactly.
Why we ain't rolling like that in our
And
community?
we about to change that,
Ooh.
because our kids are worth it.
Yes, they are. So going on with your bad self. So once again, if they want to acquire these tickets, how can they acquire these tickets?
You can go to www.mspalsneakerball.org.
Okay. If you can text me that as well.
Yes.
I'll put it up on the website, and you can actually do that. Now, where's the sneaker ball going to be?
Sneaker Ball will be at the Great Hall of Germantown.
Whoa!
It's going to be on Saturday the 23rd. Cocktail hour starts at 4. Black carpet starts at 4. Doors open at 5.
Not the Great Hall.
The Great Hall of Germantown.
Hey,
And
look.
actually, we have a really nice relationship with them as well. We did the sheriff brunch there earlier this year.
Okay.
And we've done a couple other things with that. So we've been blessed with a lot of partnerships that, allow us to do, great events and great places.
That's
So,
good, to be able to take it out of the community. And don't get me wrong, I know we want to have facilities in the community that are just as nice,
Exactly.
that you can do things like that. But it's also good to be able to have partnerships outside of the community so that, just like you said, you can take the kids from Fraser out to Christian Brothers and they welcome them with open arms, and
Right.
you can take them out to MUS and different places like that. But I look forward to Charles Greenhill Stadium, actually, the transformation
Yes.
of the stadium. And that's what PAL is trying to do. They're trying to transform Charles Greenhill Stadium. They're trying to provide a facility where these young people can actually come. They can go out there and run on the track. They can play sports on the field and different things like that on some of the fields, because I know my daughter practices. She goes to Woodland, but they practice track and all of that at MUS.
Yeah.
And I think they've done some things over there at Christian Brothers as well, because Woodland is a feeder school that goes into MUS, Woodland, MUS, Christian Brothers, and all of those kinds of things. Okay, and you said these tickets are $100.
They are $100.
Woo! Lord
But
Jesus.
again,
Lord!
we got great food.
Y'all busting my head.
Great food, cocktail hour, and entertainment is going to be stunning. So, and then of course it goes back to a great cause.
Okay, and once again, I'm sitting here kidding because I'm going to get some tickets myself. But I do know that, this is the holiday season and a lot of people are straining to find what they're going to do and how they're going to do what they're going to do. But if you can find it within your heart, this is, once again, I continuously say, we always say, what are we going to do? Well, guess what? We got to invest in these kids. We got to give them something to do. And we have to provide them with the ability to feel as though they're loved, wanted.
Exactly.
We got to inspire them. We have to give them the ability to dream, the ability to hope. Yes. And that's what Craig, his crew over there at Memphis, Shelby, PAL is trying to do. So anything you can do to support them, it would be so much appreciated. I know we've had 2 different organizations that come onto the show tonight, and yes, there is a need in our community. There's a need in the city of Memphis, period, because we have so much wrong going on, but we have these organizations that are doing so much that is right and trying to put these young people on the right path, as opposed to allowing them to just not have anything to do and not be engaged. So once again, if there's something you can do, please do it. And if you can't, hey, we understand. But they're going to have Sneaker Ball on the 23rd. It's going to be at the Great Hall. Tickets are $100. You can go to MSPAL
sneakerball.org.
Hey, I want to thank you guys so much once again for tuning in to Memphis 360. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure. I want you to be careful out there. I want you to watch your six. I want you to definitely pay attention to what's going on. While you're out here shopping for the holiday season, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be on that cell phone when you get out of the car. Make sure you try to park in lighted areas. If you're shopping, please try to shop with a friend. And if you don't have to go, don't. If you're going to go to the ATM, go in the daytime. Try to go inside if you can. If you're going to go shopping, please try to do it in the daytime. If you're going to get your gas, try to get your gas in the daytime. And don't make yourself a target, because there are people out here right now that are looking for targets to prey upon, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. All right, so until next week, same time, same location, be blessed, be strong, be encouraged, and we'll see you next week.
Can you actually imagine hosting your next event at the all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center? Yes, spacious, beautiful venue with plenty of parking, located in the heart of East Memphis. Let us host your next intimate birthday gathering, family repast, bachelorette party, wedding and reception, baby shower, corporate meeting, social club event. Call us today. Don't wait. 901-244-6874. The all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center.
You're talking about a good time, children. When we all alone. Come on now.
Center Stage Gospel Music live from Memphis, Tennessee, featuring gospel artists from around the world. Toe tapping, hand clapping, down-home gospel music. Watch on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, and your local Comcast. Center Stage Gospel season premieres Sunday, 8 p.m. Central.